Hey, third graders, we are back with a new anthology text. The title of our new story is called Yoon and the Jade Bracelet, written by Helen Rekorvitz, and the pictures, which are the illustrations, are by Gabby Swakowska. The genre of this text is realistic fiction. Remember, the word genre means type of story. So the type of story this is realistic fiction. A realistic fiction story has realistic elements to it, but it's still a made-up story. So realistic means that it could happen in real life. There's no flying dragons or mystical magic. It's things that happen in day-to-day life. And fiction means that the story is made up by the author. The essential question is, what can traditions teach you about culture? Read about Yoon, find out what a tradition taught her. Let's get started by first listening to the summary in English and in Spanish to help us get some background knowledge of what we're about to read.
Yoon and the Jade Bracelet. This realistic fiction story is about a girl named Yoon who has just moved to America from Korea. It is Yoon's birthday. She hopes to get a jump rope for a present. She has watched the girls in her school jumping rope and wants to join in the fun. Instead of a jump rope, her mother gives her a Korean story book and a jade bracelet. Yoon wears the bracelet to school the next day. An older girl asks Yoon to let her wear the bracelet. She promises to be Yoon's friend and teach her to jump rope. Yoon lets the other girl wear her bracelet, but the girl doesn't teach Yoon to jump rope. She just makes Yoon turn the rope around and around. It is no fun. After that, the girl keeps the bracelet. Yoon is very upset. She goes home without the bracelet. Yoon's mother sees that the bracelet is missing. She is very sad. The next day, Yoon asks the older girl for her bracelet, but the girl refuses. Finally, Yoon asks her teacher for help.
All right, let's listen to it in Spanish.
Yoon and the Jade Bracelet. Esta historia de ficción realista es sobre Yoon, una niña que se acaba de mudar a Estados Unidos desde Corea. Es el cumpleaños de Yoon. Ella espera que le regalen una cuerda para saltar. Ha visto a las niñas de la escuela saltando y quiere ser parte de la diversión. En lugar de una cuerda, la madre le regala un libro de historias coreanas y un brazalete de jade. El día siguiente, Yoon lleva puesto el brazalete a la escuela. Una niña más grande le pide permiso para usarlo. Promete ser amiga de Yoon y enseñarle a saltar la cuerda. Yoon deja que la niña use su brazalete, pero ella no le enseña a saltar. Solo le hace girar la cuerda una y otra vez. Eso no es divertido. Después, la niña se queda con el brazalete. Yoon se siente muy mal. Vuelve a casa sin su regalo. La madre de Yoon nota que falta el brazalete. Está muy triste. Al día siguiente, Yoon dice a la niña que le devuelva el brazalete, pero ella no quiere. Finalmente, Yoon pide ayuda a la maestra.
All right, so in the summary, we found out that the main character is going to be this girl named Yoon, and she gets a special present from her mother that's a bracelet. So I'm really interested in hearing more about this story. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right in there and start hearing the story.
Yoon and the Jade Bracelet by Helen Rekorvitz. Pictures by Gabby Swakowska. My name is Yoon. I came here from Korea, a country far away. Soon after we settled in America, it was time to celebrate my birthday. I was hoping for a very special present, a jump rope. I watched the girls in my schoolyard turning such a rope and jumping and singing happy songs. I wanted so much to jump and sing with them, but I was still the new girl. I had not been invited yet.
So on this first page, I am starting to visualize what Jade wants. It says that she hoped for a jump rope, and in my brain, I'm seeing her, thinking about jumping rope with her friends and having lots of fun. And I just see that Yoon wants to be a part of the fun. What did you visualize? Did you visualize something similar to what I visualized?
On my birthday, my mother called to me, "Little Yoon, come, I have a present for you." I clapped my hands and ran to her. She handed me something thin and flat, wrapped in pretty paper. "Happy birthday," she said. Jump ropes are not thin and flat, I thought. I tried not to show my disappointment. "Thank you, Mother," I said, smiling.
So because Yoon saw the shape of the box, she could infer that that was not a jump rope in there because it was not the correct shape based on what she knows about jump ropes. So how does Yoon feel when her mother gives her a birthday present that is not thin and flat like she was expecting or hoping for?
My mother watched excitedly as I opened the present. It was a Korean storybook about a little girl who was tricked by a tiger. I knew the story, and I laughed at the silly girl. "The pictures are colorful," I said. "Yes, they remind me of the pictures you draw, Yoon." I liked the book, but my heart still longed for a jump rope. "And here is another surprise," my mother said as she handed me a lovely box.
So when I'm reading this, I'm noticing that there are words and phrases in the sentence that can help us figure out the meaning of an unfamiliar word. We call these sentence clues. So what words in the sentence can help us figure out the meaning of the phrase longed for? The words that are jumping out to me are the word heart and the word still, because she hasn't given up on it yet, and jump rope. So these words are giving me a clue that that's still true. She still wishes that, she got that jump rope instead of what was in the box.
Inside was a pale green bracelet. I held its cool smoothness in my hand. "A jade bracelet, Yoon," my mother said. "When I was a young girl, my own mother gave me this very bracelet. Now I am giving it to you."
What other gift does Yoon's mother give her?
"It is a wonderful present," I said. It was so wonderful I felt afraid to take it from her.
How does Jade feel about the bracelet that she got as a present?
"Look, Yoon," she said. "Here is your Korean name now etched inside." She showed me the dancing symbols that meant shining wisdom. Then she told me the story of jade. Jade is a stone from the earth, but it is called the gem of the heavens. Green is the color of happiness and hope, and it is said that wearing jade will bring you good luck. It is the symbol of truth and friendship. A precious gem for a precious daughter. My mother slipped the bracelet onto my wrist.
As I'm listening to this being read, Jade's mother starts telling her the story of the bracelet, and I started thinking, well, why would her mother be giving her this whole story? Why didn't she just hand her the bracelet and say, enjoy, have fun with the bracelet? Well, Yoon's mother told her this story in the background of her family and this tradition because she wants Yoon to know where jade comes from and what it means to them.
At lunchtime the next day at school, I sat at the end of the table. An older girl from another class sat down beside me. "Oh, look," she said, "you are wearing such a pretty bracelet." "Thank you," I said.
What does Yoon think will happen when the older girl invites her to jump rope with her?
"You are alone today. I will be your friend. Would you like to play jump rope with me?" the older girl asked. "Jump rope? Yes, yes," I answered. "Good. I will teach you. We will have fun." "Yes," I said, smiling at my new friend. "Jump rope."
This story has amazing illustrations, and so I can look at these illustrations for more information. This illustration shows that she is looking at Yoon's bracelet. There's no one sitting next to Yoon, so the older girl is correct when she says that Yoon is alone. And the picture was able to show me that Yoon is by herself, and we can see where the older girl is looking.
After lunch, we ran outside to play a while. The older girl tied one end of the rope to the fence. Then she gave me the other end to turn. She jumped and sang while I turned faster, slower, faster. I turned and turned. My arm grew tired. I had learned the rope part very well, but I really wanted to learn the jump part. "When will I jump?" I asked. "Tomorrow," the older girl said. The bell rang. It was time to go inside, and she took the rope from me. "I really like your bracelet," she said. "In America, friends share things. If we are going to be friends, you should share your bracelet with me. You should let me wear it, just for today." My birthday bracelet? Oh, no. I could not share that. My mother's own mother had given it to her, and now it was mine. No, I shook my head. "Well, then how can we be friends?" the older girl asked. "I thought you wanted to learn how to jump rope." I slipped the jade bracelet off and held it in my hand. My mother said it would bring me good luck and good friends, but sharing it did not seem right. Quickly, the older girl grabbed the bracelet from me and twisted it onto her own wrist. "Do not worry," she said. "I will give it back tomorrow."
Why does Yoon give the older girl the bracelet? All right, boys and girls, I hope you have enjoyed the first half of our story. We're going to stop today and we'll pick up reading the rest of the story tomorrow. I am very anxious to see what happens next since this older girl has now taken Yoon's jade bracelet. Let's see what happens. Join us back tomorrow and bye for now.